Hello, everyone. This is Esoteric Perspective, and today I want to talk to you about where you're putting your focus. Where you are putting your focus. Where you are putting your focus. Before I get further in this conversation, I want to give this statement to us. Life, we see it in the physical sense. We see it in 3D, physical objects, physical manifestations. We experience life through our senses, whether it be hearing, smelling, seeing, tasting, touching. This is practicality. The earth is the dimension of structure. It's the dimension of practicality. It's a sphere in which we can be. But there's also something that's beyond that is. There's something that's beyond the physical. There's something that we can't really see with our physical eyes, yet the presence is. There's something that transcends our natural being. We are spirit before we are human beings in this earthly vessel. So a lot of what we do is spiritual. You can see that the things that you do spiritually here in the now can have an effect on what's happening in the earthly realm. And this is where I can shift and really get into the point that I'm making today. That is where you're putting your focus. So I know we've heard the saying before, you reap what you sow. And this definitely has a great significance in this life. We hear things about the law of attraction. We hear all of these different things. But let's get into this. Some people call it karma. What goes around comes around. The infinity symbol. So there's all of these different terms that go along with this principle. But let's look at it from this perspective. As it was just said, that there's something past the earthly realm, and it's a spiritual realm. It's a realm of the unconscious. To some, they've been awoken to the realm of the unconscious, so they are conscious in their thinking. So they are fully aware of what is happening in the unconscious. Their spirit is awoke, is awakened. They are now past the stages of this existing, but they are now living. They're living life. Ultimately, this will be a good goal for all mankind. For them to get to a place of spiritual consciousness. I believe what you focus on is one of the seeds for you to get to where you need to be. In this day and age, we want to be mindful of that which we are focusing on. Because just like we can eat physically, and whatever we eat, it could yield certain results. For example, if we eat junk food, what will happen? There are different things that can happen as a result of junk food, of consuming junk food. You can feel sluggish. You can begin to develop high blood pressure. If it's high in sugar, you could develop diabetes. Your blood will begin to get clogged up. Your cholesterol levels can go high. So there's all these different negative ailments that can happen as a result of junk food. Why? Because we fed our body something that is not natural. It's being processed off of unorganic, unauthentic materials. Whereas if you would eat that which is have a pure substance, that which comes from the ground, that which comes from the sky. What I mean by the sky, that which is on a tree, fruit that's from a tree. The things that the earth naturally yields unto us, if we would yield to those things the more, we will begin to see that there's a change in our life. Materials. Whereas if you would eat that which is have a pure substance, that which comes from the ground, that which comes from the sky. What I mean by the sky, that which is on a tree, fruit that's from a tree. The things that the earth naturally yields unto us, if we would yield to those things the more, we will begin to see that there's a change in our life. And it could yield good results. You will feel more lively. You will feel more young. You will feel there's all of this. Your brain will be a lot more sharp. So what you are consuming in the earth sense will affect you physically. So in the same way, what you're consuming on an unconscious level, whether it be through your thoughts or that which you allow to get inside of you, like negativity, negative news, being around people who always have something negative to say, being around people who are always angry, being around people who's always complaining, being around people who's always procrastinating, being lazy, people who are toxic. Or even if it's you yourself, you're thinking negatively, you're thinking pessimistically, that there's no sense of joy, there's no sense of life. If you're in a place where you are focusing on such things, this is affecting you. It's affecting who you are. It's even molding the character that you have. It's molding the way that you think. It's molding also the way that other people perceive you. We have such a thing called first impressions. If you focus on a thing for so much, someone can catch the negativity even before you speak. Just like if you're positive, someone can catch the positivity even before you speak. If you're a very positive person, you will see that people will smile at you for no reason. Or they will just want to talk to you for just some type of reason. Or it could be on the other side of the spectrum and you're dealing with people who aren't always happy. And what they'll do is probably try to get you to be in the same place as them. as we heard the saying, misery love company. Or some people may not want to come close to you because they're not thinking about the same thing that you're thinking about. In fact, it's the contrary of what you're thinking about. See, what you're focusing on can attract certain things to you, and it will propel the things that doesn't need to be close to you.
Of a father, yes, he forgives. He sent his only son, now he can live. I've heard of a father, yes, he forgives. He sent his only son, so now we can live.